Hey y'all, what's up? JoeBizzle29 here. Today we're going to do an unboxing and quick once over of the HyperX Alloy Core RGB gaming keyboard. HyperX is a brand that I'm not familiar with, so I'm excited to check them out and give them my opinion of this product, and then hopefully more products in the future. HyperX has been gaining a lot of notoriety lately, sponsoring various esports tournaments, and so I'm excited to see what the product is and how it stacks up. For the price point that it's at. This product came in at $49, so it's one of the cheaper keyboards that I've reviewed lately with RGB and everything else on it. So, we'll see, what do you get at a $49 keyboard level? So, speaking of, let's see what the features are. So it comes with the signature light bar and RGB lighting effects. It's spill resistant up to 120 milliliters. That's pretty interesting. Not a whole lot of keyboards that I've seen lately, tout that, so that's interesting to see. I'm not going to test that, but that's a feature that they're touting. Okay, so you have dedicated media controls and keyboard lock mode, so you can lock the keyboard and not the system. To me, that seems kind of more like a gimmick. I would prefer to lock the system and not the keyboard. It seems like you could just unplug the keyboard and then get a new keyboard in there, if you really wanted to get into a system. So I would much rather prefer locking a system over locking a keyboard, but that's a feature that's available. As far as the RGB, you have 6 different lighting effects, 3 different brightness levels. You can customize up to 5 zones of the keyboard with the color of your choice. And then for the keys, I couldn't find the style of key that it is, if it's a cherry or roamer or whatever, but what HyperX says is that it's like quiet, responsive keys with anti-ghosting functionality and key rollover. So they're quiet and they have a tactile feel to them. So we'll see what it's all about here. All right, without any further ado, let's open her up. Get the old knife here. Set aside. Okay, so on the inside of it, kind of similar to what the Logitech was, cardboard insides with it just kind of in a shrink wrap, kind of plastic deal here. So let's see. The cord is just tucked into a cardboard piece here. All right, and then out comes the keyboard. Okay, and it is a braided cable here, USB. You don't see a whole lot of any other connectors on keyboards nowadays, and most of them are USB. Okay, what else do you get in the box here? So you get HyperX has you covered, so that's your registration card. Let's see, congratulations on joining the HyperX family. A little thank you from their creator or their or whoever. And then a quick start guide and to give you all the functionality of the keyboard. All right, in true fashion, we don't need that. So we'll go ahead and peel this off here, get it out of the plastic wrap. Okay, so they really locked that plastic down there on it. Get rid of that. So this is what the keyboard looks like. First impressions, it's not a it's kind of a moderate heaviness of a keyboard. So maybe that means that it'll stick a little bit better. If you're trying to push hard down on the keys, it's not going to slide around. I do like the braided cable on it, and then the keys, or the media keys, seem like they're in a pretty accessible area. Okay. It doesn't come with a wrist rest like other keyboards do, but then again, this is a $49 keyboard, so I wouldn't expect a wrist rest or any other, fanciness coming with it. Okay, and then we'll put it down here, see how it feels just right off the bat. Okay, these are really quiet keys, and they do have that tactile feel to them. So the keys feel, you know, really good. Still kind of a mushy feeling. You know, you get to it and you feel like you can push past it a little bit more. But it does have a nice tactile feedback, so it lets you know that, hey, you've hit the bottom here, and so that feels nice. I mean, that's nice right off the bat. As far as comfortability with the feet down, yeah, I don't know. You know, my wrist is up at a pretty good angle right off the bat here, but that's with the feet down. We'll put the feet up, see how that feels. See if that alleviates any of the problem. No. I mean, I can already start feeling the tension build up in my wrist right there. I don't know. It feels like an odd angle. It feels like your wrists are very up. Okay. All right. So not much else to test with it not plugged in. So we'll plug it in and see what the RGB looks like. All right. So there's the RGB on it. There's that light bar that they're talking about. Okay, so these are backlit and the keys themselves are lit as well. So that's interesting. Interesting to see there. Okay, and then we'll play around with the brightness. Okay, so that's off. So there it is. 1, 2. I only get 2 levels of brightness. It says 3. So what I'm seeing on the keys themselves so far is at a certain angle, you can't really see the RGB on the keys because it feels like it's just just a light that's going through the key itself. Alright, so there it is, the HyperX Alloy Core RGB gaming keyboard. Overall impression is that as an entry-level keyboard, this is a solid fit. At only $49, it's not going to break the bank and it's going to give you all the features that you're looking for. Some of the things that I did like about it was that it's got RGB customization directly on the keyboard itself, so you don't have to mess about with any software or anything like that. It's got customizable zones to tailor to your liking, and then the keys were quiet, responsive, and provided a nice tactile feedback. Some things I didn't like about it though were that at certain angles you lose the RGB on the keys itself, and then the angle on the keyboard didn't feel correct. It's got some gimmicky features such as a keyboard lock, which I would recommend not using. It's always better and more secure to lock the system itself. And then it's got spill proof up to 120 milliliters. So that's something for you to consider. So that's going to wrap up today's video. If you liked it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, as that's one of the only ways I can continue to bring you more content. You know, what do you think of the HyperX keyboard here? You know, let me know down in the comments. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Done.